Being a mom has changed. It's informed every decision I've made since they came along. And from how I travel, when I travel, to what I write about, to how I feel about things, to the way I look at the world. I feel extremely mother bearish about things that are out of my control. But yeah, I mean, it's really informed how I see things in the world now.
You came out of this experience with breast cancer, a different person in some ways.
Well, I think I was still the same person, but I let go of some of what I habitually did, which was I told myself the story of what life is supposed to look like. We grow up with life kind of being formulated according to our experiences. I had a mom and dad that were married forever, perfect family. You fall in love, you get married, you have babies. You live just a rosy life. I was 44, 45 when I got finished with breast cancer, and I looked at that and thought, you want to be a mom. And there are kids that come in every day. Quit telling yourself that story about how some guy's supposed to come in and make everything great, and then you're going to have a baby, and there's this order to things. And once I let go of that story I was telling myself, that story about if you do everything right, everyone will love you. If you write the greatest song, you'll be as big as Madonna. You just set yourself up for failure and disappointment every time you tell yourself the story about the way things are supposed to line up. And I let go of it and I said, you know what? I'm going to start the paperwork. I'm going to do the legwork. And if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And within no time, I had a baby boy named Wyatt.
Give me a definition of music. What is music?
Wow, music. Well, music can be all things, you know. I was having to sort of explain that to my 6-year-old the other day because he had a friend over and they were playing the drums downstairs. Right. And I have to admit that I love music just like everybody else, but it was the worst racket I'd ever heard. And you could hear it all over the house. And I'm thinking, why don't I have those drums in the studio? And my 6-year-old said, we're just playing music. And I thought, okay, music is how you define it. It is something that creates vibrations in you. Vibrations that stir up the molecules. And years ago I ran into Carlos Santana and he said, I watched you play and you really changed the molecules. And I love that. I love the idea that a single flute can change the molecules according to what intervals it plays. Or a person's voice. It's a sound that lingers in your spirit after it's gone.
You know what I'm trying to get at here, Sheryl? Listen, you've been, by any measure, enormously successful. Songwriter, singer, performer, but also as a mother to 2 sons. Let's set all that aside. Who are you in that heart behind your heart?
Gosh, you know, that is the question I guess people my age ask themselves every day. And I find that the further away I am from my hometown and the more I've traveled the world, the more I am much more close to the version of myself that came out of that small town. And I find that all the things I thought I would never say to my boys, I'm saying to my boys. I'm already like the queen of censorship when it comes to the radio. It's funny, I think I'm trying to fulfill a picture in my life of the person I recognize as the young person, and now I'm raising my boys with those ideals as if the world is still the same. It's not the same, but I believe it can be, that a child's life can be protected with the kind of innocence that maybe I enjoyed. And I feel more connected to that person. I feel a responsibility in my music to write songs that they can listen to, but also that someday they'll listen to and feel like, oh, I know what she means. Like I listened to a Bob Dylan song, it's like reading the Bible. Oh, it's timeless. Did he know this was going to be pertinent 40 years later? You know, I'm connected to, I think, the person that I thought I might become. I have a clear vision of that, and I feel more tethered to that than anything else.